top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Fights off a defender, and he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll take the penalty and move them back. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Looking for room. It's Edwards. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The run to the left. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Throwing, Carr. Out wide right, it's Reynolds. Taken down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going, with the 3rd and long coming up. To the air, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start on the ground with Clough Bothwell.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Was to pass. Right down the middle. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Hits inside, it's Edwards. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
From the gun on third down, Carr looking for a deep man. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He puts them in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Duncan. Unloads to the right. It's caught. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Fires to the right. He's got it. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Hands it off. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top on second down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. and he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got an alley. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Catch is made at the 15. No room to bring it back. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Got the first down. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Just feeds the running back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. Trying to take it back. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Young. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Quick give. It's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Here's Carr to throw. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? Right? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and it's stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Out wide left, it's Young. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Handoff, left Bothwell. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Moves the pocket. It's Duncan. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
In the red area, it's Washington. They were all over it.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
2nd down, going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted to stop the threat. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Throwing, Carr, looking long. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Look out! Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Has to let this one go off his back foot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they're going to take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 21 team, the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Crimson Tide getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back.
Snags it and he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Duncan. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Washington. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here's a give to Bothwell. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Huskies will try to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Washington right back to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right side, it's Eldridge. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout.
And
and that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Looking for a man. It's Duncan. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback keeper. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Bothwell. Touchdown, Huskies! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Again, it's Carr. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Takes a hit as he fires. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And you thought maybe in the 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stopped right there.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Lots of room to run. Oh, he got loose. He's at the 10. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Washington. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out wide right, it's Upshaw. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's changing the play. Drops back on first down. Pulls it in, it's Upshaw. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Husky.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Young. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Carr. Caught. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. From the gun, it's Carr. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Goes high to pull it in. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line. It's Upshaw. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You know, and that's disappointing for the head coach because you drill these 2-minute, 4-minute type situations late in games. You've got to have awareness and understand what you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to bleed the clock, and you can't do that if you're running out of bounds.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Washington wants to go quickly. Blocked Bothwell again. Just smothered on the play.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, here's Washington. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Running inside. It's Edwards. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They've been feeling it, back-to-back touchdowns on the last two possessions to grab the lead, and now they'll try to extend it a little bit with this one. Nowhere to go.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Clough Bothwell again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 3rd and 4. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield. It's Duncan. Touchdown, Husky! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he puts through the extra point. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. Turning it on. Past the 50. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Rushes on. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Carr. Left side, it's Reynolds. They've got him corralled.
And, man, this defense has been so good today. They've built a lead. They know how to play with the lead. They haven't given up a lot of big plays. Right there, that's one of the bigger plays they've given up today. And at this point in the game, garbage time, you're all right with that, man. That's just padding the stats for the other side. No big deal.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Carr. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. To the house! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.